Okay, I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, but this is what happened. This is a story time, and this is crazy. Okay, so I get a phone call from this man. His name is Derek. He said his name is Derek, and he said that he was looking for, and he named my boyfriend's name. He said he was looking for him because my boyfriend got his girlfriend pregnant and gave her an STD. So then I'm like, okay, hold on, wait, hold up. And then he proceeds to put the girl on the phone. And she's like, hey, my name is Keisha, and your boyfriend's the only person I've been messing with, and I'm pregnant by him, and he gave me an STD, and he's been avoiding me. So then I instantly begin to freak out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, like I'm really trying to like process all of this. And she's like, can I come meet you and talk to you? Like I want to.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. Wow, we got a pretty good one, man. We got a sister, man, jumping to conclusions, right? We got a sister jumping into conclusions so hard that it pretty much got a man locked up. And the reason being, right, it's kind of crazy, right? It's just kind of crazy. And this is why you have to take a lot of these videos with a grain of salt, man, because I don't know, this is kind of a little sketchy to me. Man, but in 2024, man, we don't know, man, what's real, right? We don't know what's real. But apparently this sister right here pretty much got tricked by an undercover cop to pretty much give up her boyfriend, right? Give up her boyfriend's location, and he ended up getting put in jail, or whatever. Right now, of course, you need to look more into it, right? But once again, this is why I said this. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. But she ended up getting this dude locked up, right? And the reasoning behind her story once again, it's just, I guess it's woman's nature, right? Instead of just being able to just come talk to the man and saying, yo, I got so-and-so hit me up, I got so-and-so doing this, I got so-and-so doing that, what's the issue, right? What's the issue? Why are they showing me this? Before I start to spaz out and do all of this extra stuff. Now, my biggest thing is, what happened to these guys with just his ops, right? Right? Now you out of a boyfriend, even though you don't care enough anyway, that you're probably gonna go around and you'll go hop on another one, right? But once again, it's just jumping to conclusions at its finest, and you just got your boyfriend hemmed up.
Okay, I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, but this is what happened. This is a story time, and this is crazy. Okay, so I get a phone call from this man. His name is Derek. He said his name is Derek, and he said that he was looking for, and he named my boyfriend's name. He said he was looking for him because my boyfriend got his girlfriend pregnant and gave her an STD. So then I'm like, okay, hold on, wait, hold up. And then he proceeds to put the girl on the phone. And she's like, hey, my name is Keisha, and your boyfriend's the only person I've been messing with, and I'm pregnant by him, and he gave me an STD, and he's been avoiding me. So then I instantly begin to freak out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, like I'm really trying to like process all of this. And she's like, can I come meet you and talk to you? Like I want to speak to you. And I'm like, okay, like, cause me at the end of the day, like I've been pregnant and I know what it feels like to, feel alone at times. And I'm like, so if this man really avoiding her, like, no, we finna get down to the bottom of this. Like we finna, like what? And so I'm like, okay, yeah, pull up. We finna get this straight. Pull up. So while she's on the way, I'm going inside. I'm asking him questions, and I don't want to like let him know what's up all the way yet, cause I want to see if he's gonna lie. So I'm like, when we broke up, who was the last person you did the do with? And like he's saying, like he didn't say the girl's name. The girl said her name was Keisha. And so I'm just like thinking in my head, like, okay, like you're trying to hide something, like you're lying. And so I go through his phone. I don't see nobody in there named Keisha. I honestly don't see no bitches at all. So I'm like, okay, you're hiding. Like you deleted the messages. Like you think you slick. Like, okay. And so like some time go by, I'm still questioning him. I'm putting on the pressure. And then she called me talking about some she outside. So then when she say she outside, Like a couple minutes, I'm walking outside, I'm looking for her. Like she's not responding. She's not saying anything. And then she texts me talking about my boyfriend just texted her. And so I'm like, what you mean my boyfriend just texted you? And then she go, hold up, and she hang up the phone. And then the same number called back, but it's the man Derek this time, and he say that his girlfriend just jumped out the car crying as soon as she seen a text message from my boyfriend. So I'm like, okay, so now you really do know who this bitch is, and you've been lying. So I go and I confront him. And I'm like, you just texted her. She just told me you just texted her. You liar, you liar. And he's like, bro, you're delusional. Like, you're being delusional. And I'm like, no, you think you're gaslighting me. You're manipulating me. So then he go, you know what, bro, I'm done with this. I'm done. You're being delusional. So then I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. And so I walk out the house and he followed me, okay? He follows me. And then the next thing I know, I hear someone yell, like, put your hands up. And I turn around and this man has a gun pointed at my boyfriend. And I'm like, what? We have a child and y'all know that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You gotta learn how to talk to me, bro. Like, for real.
oh my God.
Right. And some people are gonna be like, yeah, and I'm supposed to believe that. Look, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. But at the same time, man, let's just take it at face value, right? Let's just take it at face value. You're jumping in conclusions for what? You're jumping to conclusions for what? And not only are you jumping to conclusions, you got your man caught up, right? You got your man caught up in the fact that you couldn't, once again, just sit down and just talk to him just to see, man, what was going on. You couldn't talk to him just to see, why people saying certain things. This doesn't make any sense. So when you look at this sister, man, you can just tell that she's not playing with a full deck. Sister is not playing with a full deck. You can just look at her and tell she's not playing with a full deck. What common sense does this make? Right? What common sense does this make? Somebody out of the blue start hitting you up and you don't even think to investigate. All of this took place in one day. Generally, sisters with common sense will say, you know what? Let me go ahead and ask. Before I overreact and yada, yada, yada. Then once they get the whole damn information, they can do whatever they want to do, right? But a lot of people overreact to the point where this is where a lot of guys end up getting hemmed up, right? Where women may feel disrespected by a certain guy, so they end up putting their boyfriend in the situation. Or the guy like, oh man, like, my fault, I didn't even see you. Yeah, you did. Next thing you know, the boyfriend got getting involved. The boyfriend ended up getting put 6 feet under, or he's in jail. The other guy, vice versa, and a woman gets to go on and live her life. This sister probably gets to go on and go live her life. Now, granted, she's dealing with a pookie, obviously, for him to get arrested for whatever freaking reason. But hey, guess what? She gets to go on and live her life. She just put somebody in jail. It's mighty sad. So, of course, we got to read the comments. Somebody in the comments says exactly why they cannot be president, because their emotions take over everything. And somebody had responded to him and said, let's not get started on men's emotions. Well, once again, look at America, look at the world, right? Most of your men, if not all men, runs the world, runs the country, runs businesses, runs operations. So, I mean, like, why even say that when we already know men are calm under pressure, when we already know that men are not emotional or as emotional as women are. And if you have a very emotional man, either wires are not connecting, or guess who they were raised by. Do I need to freaking say it? They're raised by their mothers. So guess where they're getting these traits from? So don't sit over here and say, well, let's not talk about men's traits, or let's not talk about men's emotions, right? Yeah, let's not talk about it, because guess where it starts from? My point exactly. So it's always going to come back. It's always going to go right back to who? The woman. Somebody else says that part everybody missing is she let a random voice call her on the phone and she told him where she lived at. It could have been a blitz and they both could have been clocked out. That is a fact. That's what I'm saying. This is just a random person. You just trusting it. And this is all taking place in one day. For anybody with common sense, it's going to take place over a couple of days to understand the situation. Somebody says they believe in zodiac signs, they friends, Santa Claus, the universe, and the internet before they believe a man. Somebody else says, see how fast these females turn on the man for the words of a strange woman. Somebody else says, I'm going to cheat on her right when I make bail. Somebody else says she turned her boyfriend in due to her insecurities. Somebody else says he must cheat. And this is, of course, this is female. Somebody says he must cheat a lot for her to engage with the other girl. That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, if he cheats that much and you have to do all of that, don't you think it would have been best for you to leave the relationship a long time ago? And I get it. You know, some men are going to go out here and go cheat. I get it. Some men are going to do what they go do. Right. But what I'm saying is, for a woman, you don't have to sit there and accept that. Of course, set your boundaries. And then the fact that once again, if it's getting to that point and you know it's that toxic to the point where you can easily get your home or get your man set up by some dudes that he don't even freaking know, by some of his ops, it's you're now a liability. She is a liability. She is a liability now. But hey, you know, you're gonna have some men who, you know, think with their tip, you know, and not this. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe, and y'all tell me, man, how do y'all feel about this?